All right, so my name's Angelo with National Equipment, and I'm gonna just do a quick run through on how to operate the basketball hoops for you. It looks like the current setup you guys have is there's 6 key switches for this side of the gym over here inside of this closet, and then the far closet on the end, there's 6 key switches inside of there as well. 3 key switches will raise and lower the hoops up to the ceiling and back down. The other 3 key switches will allow the rim height to come down to 8 feet and anywhere in between. When you operate the basketball hoops, when they do get up to the top, they will stop on their own. When they do come down, they'll stop on their own as well. So you want to hold the key switch the entire time until they get to both positions. So what I'll do is, it says winch 5 in here and backstop 5, which is for the main unit here. So I'm just going to do a quick run through on how to operate that. So we'll just turn the key to the right hand side. A couple of things to watch for while the unit is moving. Is that knuckle that's folding in the middle. You just want to kind of make sure it's down the center line opposed to shaded left or shaded right. That's what allows the unit to fold and allows the unit to lock back out when it's in the down position. The cable, you just want to make sure it's retracting properly. There's no knots in it. It's not jumping or anything along those lines. And then the last thing to check out is that black strap there. It kind of acts as a seat belt for the unit. If the unit were to jump or anything were to break or anything along those lines, that strap is going to grab the unit and hold it so the unit can't free fall down is kind of how it works. If that strap wasn't there and something were to malfunction, the unit can technically just swing like a pendulum. Could fall to the floor, anything along those lines. So that's just to a safety mechanism for the unit. You just want to make sure it's retracting as the entire unit goes up. As I mentioned, the unit will turn off on its own. As you can hear, there's no motor moving or anything like that, and I'm actually still turning the key switch over here on this side. So it does cut off completely on its own. You want to make sure all the units run to their furthest, the highest point, I guess you could say. They do turn off on their own, and then the same thing when they come back down. So I'm going to turn the key in the other direction. And the same 3 things you want to pay attention to as the unit's coming down, the knuckle, the cable, and the strap. If you were to hear a crazy noise or anything malfunction, I can let the key go and the unit's going to stop exactly where the unit's at. It won't travel any further. And then you can go right back to the unit and keep running it in the position you were going in. So as I mentioned again, when this unit does come all the way down to its resting position, it will turn off on its own. The big thing for letting the unit come all the way down is that cable is under tension the entire time the unit's going up and the entire time the unit's coming down. That's pretty much what's hoisting it and what's holding all the weight. So when the unit does come down all the way, you want to make sure you run it until it shuts off completely, because what it's going to do is it's going to take the tension off of that cable, so the cable's not under tension the entire time. It puts a little bit of slack in the cable, as you can see, and it just gives the cable a break, so it's not, like I said, not under tension the entire time. The other reason for letting the unit come all the way down as well is the knuckle on the unit. You can see it's a little bit of like hyperextended, so that means the unit is completely locked out. If you don't let the unit lock out all the way, and someone were to go up and grab the rim and hang on the rim, technically that unit can still swing because it's not locked out at all. So that's the big thing when the unit does come down all the way, is you want to make sure the knuckle's locked out, and you want to make sure the cable it's not under tension the entire time. Any questions on operating the unit that way? Nothing? All right. So the next thing, the key switch right beneath it, also labeled number 5, is going to bring the rim height down anywhere between 8 and 10 feet or anywhere in between. It's up to you to stop it wherever you'd like. On the side of the unit, everyone wants to come over and look at this one real quick, there's a big yellow sticker on the side of it, and it also says 10 feet beneath it. So that lets you know that the unit is currently at 10 feet. So as you bring the unit down, it'll decrease in 6-inch increments. So the next one you'll see is 9.6. The next one you'll see is 9 foot, and then so on and so forth as it comes down. The same thing when this unit does go up, it'll cut off completely on its own. And when the unit does come down, it won't let you go any further than 8 feet. The big thing with these you want to make sure of is at the end of the day, you want to make sure they're always back up at 10 feet. just because you never know who's gonna be in the space or anything like that. Hanging on rims and dunking and stuff like that is kind of frowned upon by the manufacturer. I know people love to do it, but the unit's more at a fragile position when it's down like this, opposed to it being up inside of its structure, I guess you could say. So I'll just do a quick run right now. I'll bring it down a little bit just so you guys can see how it operates, and then I'll run it back up for you. So it'll be that unit over there again still. So you can hear the unit as it's operating. Same thing with the key switch. You're going to turn it one way. If I were to let it go, it's just going to stop the unit exactly where it's at. And then I can go back to lowering it or bringing it back up as well. So it does go kind of slow. So I'm not going to run it all the way down for you guys. I'll just kind of give you an idea. And then I'll stop and run it back up. And that'll just show you guys. I'll keep my hand on the key switch the entire time with it turned, and the unit will cut off on its own just like it did when we were folding them up to the ceiling. So now it's cut off completely, you don't hear any more noises, it's locked out, and I'm still holding the key switch on this end. So that just lets you know the unit's completely in the up position and completely off as well. Any other questions with that operation? All right, I guess we're good.